All right, welcome to Wednesday night. Marcy and I were so well prepared for and ready to go for tonight's show, as always. I was just sharing with Marcy. I literally just walked in the door. We had three kids, three different baseball practices at three different fields, three different times. My wife and I are like just shuffling, go, go. And I walked in the door like 5 minutes ago, threw on a clean t-shirt and a hat, and now I'm here. But you look much more well put together than I do today. So,
It's all smoke and mirrors, Greg, all smoke and mirrors.
That's how we roll.
No, and I said to you, how's it possible that you have three all at the same time? And I love your response, which was?
That we chose to have three, and it sounded like a great idea at the time until they're like old enough to do things. And yeah, it's amazing.
You're volunteering to coach all the things that they're doing.
Exactly, which is why like every reference to every product here is how I use it as a dad or how my wife uses it. Because like, I mean, we're a circus right now in our family, but I wouldn't have it any other way. They're back in school, which is great. So, we're back to school, but we're already planning holidays, which is insane that like it's almost September. I'm talking to like every brand about, Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And it's like, it's time already. It's crazy to start thinking about gifts. And I know we got a great lineup today that could make great gifts for yourself, for other people. For gatherings. Tonight's a really, really fun show. And so why don't you tell us a little bit about what we have on tap tonight? We also have a special guest joining us tonight, 2 weeks in a row with special guests. I like it.
Yeah. No, I'm so excited about this, Greg. We talked about it last night on the show that we were going to be doing this. So this is the first time we've ever done this. Greg and I are introducing something completely new to Grommet Live, new to Grommet Live, but not new to Grommet. And that is that every week, in case you're not familiar with the Grommet or Grommet Live, you might not know that there's sort of a competition that goes on at Grommet. And every week they launch a bunch of new products, around 15, 20, sometimes 25 new products per week. And those products vie to win the coveted product of the week. And basically what that means is you guys have all spoken. You have voted for the product that you are most excited about. So that's why tonight is so important and so special to the makers and the independent inventors that are on the show with us tonight with their products, because they're all vying for that product of the week. And so starting tonight, again, first time we've ever done it, the winner of product of the week is going to be our guest on Grommet Live the following week. So we get to meet that maker live on Grommet Live. We get to hear about their product and hear about their journey. And because this is live shopping, you guys get to be a part of it too. And this is all interactive. And that is why that chat is so much fun. And that's just, why we do what we do, is to be able to interact with all of you and the makers. And so tonight will be no different. It's going to be a ton of fun. And I know we've already got the chat going, but Greg, and you tell me if you're seeing otherwise. I'm not seeing anything in the chat, and that is concerning me. Are you seeing?
No, I don't see anything either. So one, let us know that you're here. You're watching live tonight. Who is here? Who's watching? Maybe where you're watching from. If you're one of the makers, let us know in the chat. But yeah, light up the chat. This is one of our favorite things that we do here. There we go. Sherry says, hi, everyone. We have another hello. So yeah, make sure you guys are jumping in, saying hello. Let us know that you're here. Really important. Also, we talk about it all the time for social media like Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn. They love it when the chat blows up. It shows it to more people, which I think the biggest thing is that it allows these makers to get exposed to even more potential shoppers or customers and new people who are learning about their brands. So yeah, really, really special show tonight. Last piece of housekeeping before we go, and I'll let you do the honors as well with that. But we have some prizes we're going to be giving out tonight, some giveaways to some of you lucky viewers who are on tonight to win some prizes. And I know we got some of the makers who are jumping on now. We got John from King K9 who has, man, they have been lighting it up this week. Tanya from Plant Warrior. So yeah, really, really cool crew here. Lindsay from Preferences. So excited for you and for that game. Monica from Minnesota. Woo! All right. How can everybody who's watching win some of these amazing products that we have here tonight?
Well, we make it very, very easy for you guys to win some of these products tonight. All you have to do is take a picture of that QR code that you are seeing right there. So you just take your phone out, snap that QR code. You're going to enter your name and your email, and you're done. That's it. And we are giving away 2 of the products that we are featuring tonight. We're giving them away tonight. So you will find out tonight if you are one of those winners. And so Greg and I, one of us will pick our favorite product of the night halfway through the show, and then the other one will pick their favorite at the end of the show. So definitely stay tuned for that. And because we so appreciate when you guys are here joining us live, we like to give you a little perk, and that is that you can double your chances of winning those giveaways tonight. And all you need to do to double those chances is just put something inside the chat, something like giveaway or I want to win. Or as the show goes on, what's always a ton of fun is that you guys start telling us in the chat which product you're wanting to win. And many times that sways Greg and I. In fact, it swayed me last night. I had chosen another one in my head to give away. And then because so many people were chiming in about the product they wanted to win, I ended up changing it. So definitely do that. And as Greg said, that chat is so important, you guys. If you can get it going, it's going to be seen by so many more people. And that is such a beautiful thing for our makers and our inventors. And I think all of them are going to be inside the chat tonight and already are. So this is super cool. Super fun.
Love that. Yeah, so we are live on YouTube, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, all over on Marcy's accounts, on the Grommet account. So, there are people watching everywhere. The cool thing is all those comments come directly to us. I see people scanning the QR code because I can see the little alerts going off, which is awesome. And it is time to kick off tonight's show and our first product. And we got this last week, and I was like, we need to put this on the show tonight. And our producer Jen was like, no, it's saving it for next week. So it's crazy. I think everyone in kind of the electronics world thinks that there's only like one headphone maker in the world, and that's Apple, right? Apple and and there are so many cool new startup electronic companies and gadget companies out there. And I have personally been looking for a brand new set of running earbuds. So when I go running, so Apple AirPods fall out immediately. And the whole time I'm running, you think it's a joke. I'm like going like this, and then I'm going like this, and I'm like in my run, and it's not a pleasant way to run. So I was literally looking for a new pair, and these showed up on my doorstep last week, and I was the happiest person that I could possibly be. I tried these out. So these are Groove's true wireless earbuds, and I am so excited for this product that we're showing it off here tonight. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they're in my pants pocket because I had them at baseball practice tonight. I love these. So they come in multiple different colors. You have a really cool color. I love that. I have the black ones, and I also have the blue ones. And they're just, look, they're earbuds, right? Like, or earbuds. You guys have all seen these, seen them out there. They're Bluetooth, but they are really comfortable. They're really small, right? So they're not very big, but very small. They go right in the ear. Boom. Oh, mine's already connected to my phone. So now I'm like listening to a podcast that's playing. Connects, like you saw, almost immediately connects. They go right into your ears. And they are comfortable. They feel great. The sound quality has been amazing. I use them on a run, and I have no issues with them whatsoever. I go to the gym and use them. I have been going on walks. Like, this is my new go-to. My wife is like literally like talking to me, and she can't even tell that I have them in, right? Because they're so small. Yeah. I am a huge fan of this. The other thing that I love, and this is part of why they started this company, was that why do headphones have to be $200, $300, especially the little pods, right? Like, I can't tell you, I'm on my third pair of AirPods, right? And at $250 each, that's nearly $1,000 in headphones that just literally get thrown away. And so I love the price point on this, I think, more than anything, especially with the Grommet discount for the quality of audio, the quality of the product for $64. That is insane. So I'm a huge fan. Love these folks at Grooves. Marcy, I know you've been playing around with them as well. Tell us a little bit about the product, about the makers, and why we're kicking off the show with these guys today.
It's so funny, Greg. I had such a similar situation where I needed a new pair, and I was literally walking out the door to the gym, and I thought, shoot, I'm going to have no headphones at the gym right now. And I was bummed about it, but I knew I needed to get to the gym. And so I opened my front door, and they were literally on my doorstep. I was like, what? the heck is this? And I opened it, and I first fell in love with just the case alone. I love. Look at the like it's shaped different than your traditional, but it feels so quality. I love the different designs of them. This is the floral, this is the marble. Greg's got the solids. This has a magnetic little top on it, and it just feels so good when it opens and closes. I had never seen the digital display before, so I really love that because I feel like I'm always guessing how much power I have left in my headphones, or I have to go onto my app and, get into my phone to just find out how much power I have left. This tells you right here. Speaking of power, guys, this is what I love more than anything about these headphones. Well, there's two things. The one thing is something Greg already mentioned, and that is the price, because $64, that's what we talked about. We're already getting ready for Christmas and for the holiday season. With that 20% discount, you can get a bunch of these, buy them all at once. You're getting 20% off of all of them and give them all day long as gifts during the holiday season. I mean, it is a steal. So let me get back to speaking of power and how much I love the power of these. I just literally got back last night from traveling for 5 days. And while I was away, this is the only pair I took with me. And I'm not kidding you that when I got home, I still had 89% power left without ever charging these. And I couldn't understand how that could possibly be. I feel like with my my Apples, I'm constantly having to recharge them. They run out so quickly. They didn't always, I don't think, but now they sure as heck do. And so that the fact that it was still that much power. And so then I started researching, thinking, what the heck are these? I've never seen something hold power like that before. And so the case alone holds power for, has 24 hours built into it. And then the AirPods themselves, or the earbuds themselves, have another 4 hours. So you're talking 28 hours before you have to charge them. And me being someone that flies across the country all the time, I'm on the plane for 5 hours at a time. I don't ever have to worry about these not working when I'm on the plane with just the one charge, and then a whole bunch after that, because then I put them back in the case. And so just having the earbuds in, those will last me the whole flight. Then I put them back in the case and they charge really quickly. And then I've got another 4 or 5 hours. So I'm just obsessed with the power that these give you. And then the sound quality. And when I saw the price of these, I thought there's no way it's going to have good sound quality. There's no way that the battery is going to last any decent amount of time. I had every reason in my head why there's no way these could be good, because I'm just used to paying, as Greg said, $249 for my AirPods. But now, not only do I love all those things I just said, but to Greg's point about the size of them, my AirPods really hurt my ears. Like after a little bit, I have to take them out and give myself a little bit of a rest because they're too big. I don't know if I have little ears or what the situation is. These feel so nice in my ears. So they're the perfect size. But I also love that inside the case, when you get it, it does come with, of course, your USB-C charger. And then it comes with a bunch of different silicone little, what do you call them, sort of caps that go on to the earbuds themselves. So you can really customize the fit to whatever size ears that you have. And so that is exactly why Greg's are not falling out, because they're that perfect fit. So I think it comes with the ones that are on there, and then there's a couple other sizes in here as well. So you can kind of play around with it, figure out which one is right for you. But I am sold. Literally my Apples are in the drawer, and this is what I'm using all day, every day, and absolutely loving them. Could not give a more 5-star review if I tried. And I mean every single word that I just said, 100%.
Yeah, I think you nailed it, because I think there's a lot of hesitation with cheaper priced electronics, right? That you're going to get something that's a knockoff that is, maybe drop shipped. This is not that. Like, these are premium, they're high quality. And look, I'm a big audio guy, came from the music industry. These are really, really good. I've been literally using them every day at the gym, on my runs, on my walks. The battery life, like you said, I love this little display here that shows you how much battery. So I have not charged mine yet. It has now been a week. I'm at 95%. I think when I open it up, boom. Yep. You see the 95% battery still. It is really cool product. The other thing, I'm going to pull up the Grommet page really quickly. I had it up just a second ago, but on Grommet, we have all of the different color varieties. So first of all, it's $79.99 at full price. Obviously, as a Grommet shopper, you don't pay that. When you hit that upvote button, which I already did on this product, it takes it down to $64. Great price. And you got the black, you have navy, you have pink floral, which is one of the ones, I think, Marcy, that was the one you were showing just a minute ago, was the floral. There's green, which is like kind of an army olive green, and then you have white marble. I have the black. The navy is more like a true blue than a navy blue, but I think it's a really cool color, especially like going into football season, if like you're a Gator fan, something like that, like perfect color there. But I'm just a classic black. I've always just loved black headphones, which also stand out against, again, Apple's white. So great product, lots of different choices. And again, you're buying directly from Grooves Audio. This is a company right out of Westchester, Pennsylvania. So you're buying from a USA based company. So really cool. Love what these guys are doing. I'm going to get us back on the screen. Let me get that QR code back up. Where did you go? So many buttons that we got to click. So here's how this works. If you take out your phone, you put the camera app onto that QR code that's on the right-hand side of your screen. That's going to take you directly to their page on Grommet, where you can upvote them, get 20% off. And if you are not ready to purchase yet today, maybe this is a great gift for one of your kids, maybe a friend, someone like that, maybe a gym buddy. As soon as you click upvote, it's going to save it to your My Votes tab, which is kind of like your wish list, and it'll be there when you are ready for them. And so great product. What a way to kick this thing off. We got Josh. I was joking earlier. I got my Foozy. I'm using it tonight. I'm in. I'm right there. So I literally it's crazy. We do this show. I use this stuff like all over my life, like all the time, every day. So, but a former Grommet Live alum and a current Grommet product, using that one. But check these guys out. Great way to kick off the show today. We could go on and on, but we've got some more amazing products that we need to talk about. So
I have one more tiny thing to say.
Yeah, go for it.
Was super important to me with these is the range, how far I can go away from my phone and still have it work, because I do that a lot. And it is 32 feet, the range. But I found with my other ones, I can't go upstairs in my house if I have left my phone downstairs. These I can. So I haven't pushed the limits on the range yet, but I can tell you that the range is better than my other pair for sure, at a third of the cost.
And I'm muted.
Oh,
hear me? Yep, muted back. All right, cool. Yeah, I love that range. Same thing. I was at the gym. I have my keys, my phone, my wallet, and everything here. Have the earbuds or the earbuds. I kept saying air, but we can't. It's not Apple. They're earbuds. And then I walked, over to the other side of the gym to grab different weights, stuff like that. And yeah, no interference, nothing like that. So good stuff. Love that. What a way to kick it off to start the party. And we're gonna keep the party going because we have a game that has taken Grommet by storm this week. I believe they're currently in launch week right now. I believe they're in second place, I want to say. Yeah. This is Lindsay, and she has created just the coolest game to have great conversations at parties. And I love the tagline that she's put on Grommet, or I don't know how it got there, but I love it. It's like, no more cringy conversation starters. Let's have a real conversation with people. Let's get to know people. Let's let their personalities come to life. And she has created an amazing game for that. It is called Preferences, the Game. There are 174 upvotes already in 1 week. She is killing it right now. We just did, Marcy, I don't think you were on it today, but we did a live stream today for brands, and we taught them all about packaging and how to create like better packaging that stands out. This is A+ packaging. Everything from the brand, the packaging, the way everything looks. When I opened it up, how everything kind of came together. Just all the little things she thought of. We got the little whiteboard. We have the game instructions. We got the little marker. The cards themselves, they are so cute. They are so fun. I am in love, and I can't wait for game night at the Rollett household with the adults, right? This is an adult game, just so, more or less. Like, I'm not doing this with my 5-year-old, right? So when we have the adults over, we have some say-so tea bags with some tequila, and we have a good time. This is the game. Like, my wife and I are so excited to play this. I know you know a little bit about Lindsay. She's in the Women's Inventors Club as well. So tell us all about this game and why. I mean, I think, we got Thanksgiving coming up. Everybody's getting together. We got Halloween coming up. We have all these, everybody's going to be coming together. They're going to be hanging out. Don't bust out Scrabble this year. You're busting out preferences. This is the game of the season. Let's talk about it.
100%. And in fact, it is one of my best friend's birthday tonight, Stacy Polig. Happy birthday. And I am going to be bringing this with me after the show. I'm going over there to help her celebrate. And we are playing this tonight. And I am so excited. Lindsay is, as Greg mentioned, she is a fellow female innovator, and she is a member of the Women Inventors Club that I run. And so I got to know her through that and through some other things. She is so awesome, so fabulous. And I was so excited to meet her because I don't know if I've mentioned this on Grommet Live before, but I am the biggest game junkie. I love games. I drive my friends and family crazy how much I love games. My son Jack loves them as much as I do, thank goodness. So he humors me all the time and we have so much fun. But Lindsay, I have to agree with you. There are so many games and conversation boxes and, table boxes to get you to start having conversations with people that can be so cringy and so awkward. This one, you have nailed it. You have made it so much fun and real, and just the way you play is so simple. Anybody can play it. And I love the fact that, as she says, I forget where I read it somewhere, that you can play while you're waiting for your Uber and just, 5 or 10 minute game, or you can stay up all night long and play and just laugh till you cry. So it's that game that's just easy and anybody can play. To Greg's point, probably not the littles. And in fact, she's made it. I pulled out a few of these cards here. She's got some sort of naughty cards in here that you can either play with or not play with. And I'm not going to say them, but I'm going to hold up a couple of them. Well, this one I think I could say. A couple of these I think I could say. But if you're playing with someone who's a little more on the conservative side, maybe grandma's coming over for Christmas and you just want to tone it down, you might remove these cards. And these cards have the double lines on them here. So that's different than the regular cards that just have the single lines. And the whole idea of the game is that you're figuring out what different people's preferences are. And so you're picking cards, and then you're organizing 3 of them in order of your preference. And people have to try to guess what would be your first preference, second preference, third preference. So very, very simple. But when you add these naughty cards in, it becomes very funny and very fun. And so just to show you, this would be one that is not so naughty, right? I'm going to give you a couple examples there. This one gets a little on the naughtier side with a sloppy makeout. And this one is still not super naughty, but it does get a double bar with the twerking. And then we're getting a little more naughty. And this is my last one because then it gets naughtier. So that one, I'm not going to say it. But it is just so much fun. And Lindsay, the other thing I want to say to you is you have done, in my opinion, of every Grommet product that I've ever seen, even just your product listing page nails it. You are so authentic and so real. And just, I feel like even if I didn't know you, I know you by being on your product listing page. And you just decided to just go for it and be who you are. And it makes me want to play the game. So I am not one bit surprised that you have 170 something upvotes already. Right out of the gate, you are a brand new product and you are at the top of the trending feed. That does not happen very often. And that's because when you go to your product listing page, it just makes me so excited to play this game and to buy it. And to Greg's point of early shopping with that Grommet discount, it is only $24, which to me is that perfect price point to get for anyone and everyone. For instance, my friend Stacy is getting this for her birthday tonight because who doesn't love a game? Especially this is a brand new game that most people have never seen or heard of before. So how fun to bring this as a gift, whether it's a housewarming gift or a birthday gift or holiday gift, anything to bring it and just get the party started in such a fun way. You go to your website and your website is more fun than the product listing page. You are just doing everything right. I cannot wait to spread the word and tell everybody about this game. And if you guys are inside the chat, get that chat going. And because I want this to be pushed out to so many people, I want everybody to know about this. To me, this is going to be that go-to holiday gift of the season. I just absolutely love it. And I can't wait to play it with the people that I'm playing it with tonight after the show. So Lindsay, I will reach out to you after and let you know how it goes. And I have a feeling we're playing double bars tonight.
I love that. Yeah. This is great. You always talk about it.
Uh-oh, you're freezing up.
What's that? You
were freezing up, but you're back. You're back.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. Such a great a gift, something to bring over to the parties. And I'm going to talk to the ladies because you know what starts this weekend: college football. NFL season's around the corner. And while all the guys are over on the couch doing what they do, watching the game, being guys, I think all the ladies could be right at the island. And I think you could be having an amazing time. Just there's so many cool ways to use this. I love this. I even think even dates, right? Like first dates, things like that, like just getting to know each other. It's, again, no more cringy conversation starters. Lindsay, you did so good with this. I love it.
The other thing I want to say, because I just took my daughter to college, freshman in college. And so here she is in a dorm filled with people she's never met before. And what a fun, perfect way to get to know people that you've never met before. And so I'm sending her this for sure, because I just think they will have so much fun with it in the dorm and the sorority house and all that fun stuff. And that's just, there's nobody that I can think of that wouldn't totally love this game, because it is, it is customizable. It doesn't have to be, you can get rid of these bars, and it's anyone can play it. It's great.
Yeah. Great job, Lindsay. Wishing you the best. And I hope that we can push this all Q4 long for you, and hopefully some holiday parties get a little spicier because of preferences, the game. Thank you so much for being a part of Launch Week and Grommet Live. And I think Marcy's got one more thing before we move on.
I just remembered, because I thought it was so clever, Lindsay, that you came up with this idea. Inside the game, she does give you kind of a second set of rules in case you want to play it as a drinking game. So you can also do that, and you just kind of tweak it a little bit. But so it's got a lot of different ways to play with it and have fun with it.
I love it. I love it. Make sure that you guys, if you get preferences the game, take those photos, tag them, especially on social media. Like, this is one of those things that, the more that people see it, I think the more people are going to play it. And great job. I love it. And let's do one more, and then we're going to do our first giveaway. So if you're just joining us a little late, we do a giveaway at the halfway point and the end of every show, where we give away products that we're talking about here today. Jump into the chat and say giveaway, or let us know which product you want to win. Right now, we've gone through two really cool products: the Grooves wireless earbuds and Preferences the game. And the one that we're going to go to now is actually number one on the charts this week. And it is because, and so Lindsay, you have an amazing game. And I think almost any other week you would be winning product of the week. But the problem is you're going against the cutest dog of all time, who has like 1 million social media followers. This dog has more followers, I think, than everyone who's listening to this combined. Yeah. And they blew it out of the water. This is Tucker's Gold CBD oil for pets. Love this product, but I love that it is literally a collab with Tucker. Tucker is the dog that you see on the front of this box. And I think within like an hour of this product going live on Grommet, we were getting so much traffic to the website. We were like, what just happened? Like, are there spammers? Is like a link farm incoming? No, it was because the dog posted on their social media feed that you need to go on Grommet and you need to check this out. They now have 1,151 upvotes in 6 days, and huge fan base. This is crazy, because this is one of those products that is, we didn't know, and we took a risk. So every time that we look at, like, all right, should we do supplements? Should we allow, things like CBD oils, things like this? And we always want to have that product that's pushing the line, but we also want to make sure that it's a credible product, that it's a viable product, that people are really getting the best out of these products. And I am so glad that we pushed this one to the front, because not only is it an amazing product, but it is now has over 1,100 new people, new shoppers in the grommet world. And I could not be more excited. And so I have a neighbor who is clamoring for this, that literally as soon as I get off the live stream tonight, I'm bringing it over, because they have been looking for something like this. As you guys know, I don't have a dog, so I don't have a personal use for it, but I'm glad it's going to a good home. I know you do have a dog. I would just love to hear, when you think of like CBD oil and pets and giving them, like, just give me your thoughts on that. And then also, like, do you see, like, what do you think of this product?
Well, thanks for asking that, because interestingly, I have given a lot of thought to CBD oil because I do have a dog, Coco, as many of you know, who's very old. She's 14. She's a black lab. And she is, as I mentioned, I just got back from a trip. And when I come through that front door and I see her, she's wanting to come run up to me, but she's in so much pain when she gets up, and it just breaks my heart. And so she's at that age where I would have never thought to even consider CBD oil before, probably just because I didn't know enough about it. And in my mind, I have this connotation about what CBD is, but I know that I'm being naive with that. I do know that, because so many people swear by it. I only wish that I had known what was in this box before I left for my travels, because it did show up, the package, at my house. I didn't even have time to open it, so I didn't even know what was inside. But when I got home and I saw what was inside, I was like, oh, darn it, because I had been reading about it and learning about it. And I'm so glad Grommet brought it on, because I have in the back of my mind been thinking about CBD oils. And then in doing the research that I did about this one specifically, Tucker's Gold, holy moly. This is, I mean, I could not be. In fact, Coco had her very first dose of it this evening. I will tell you that. So I don't get to report yet on the difference it's made for her. But I can tell you that I believe they have now probably up to about 125,000 dogs using it. And there's over 5,000, almost all 5-star reviews, raving about this. And as you can see, the price tag is not low, right? I mean, when I first saw it, it's regularly $99. With that Grommet discount, you're getting it down to 80. So well worth grabbing that QR code if you have a dog or you know someone that has a dog that can use CBD oil. Now, there's so many different uses for it. This is clearly, top of the line, cream of the crop. So, the best of the best in terms of the CBD oil. And I know there are a ton of them out there. My brother and sister-in-law used, I don't remember the brand, but they swore by what it did for their dog. So that kind of perked me up a while ago. But in addition to things like inflammation and joint pain and joint stiffness, which my dog Coco is definitely having. So I can't wait to see the results that it has for her. But it also, this one specifically, I love so many of the ingredients that are in this one, from ashwagandha, that there are so many dogs that really have anxiety and stress. And I know that sounds silly on some level for a lot of people, but if you've ever seen a dog on 4th of July when those fireworks start going off, it's heartbreaking. They are so scared and shivering, and during thunderstorms, things like that. Certain dogs just really, it just does a number on them. And so to be able to give them something like Tucker's Gold that can really ease that for them, I mean, what a gift. How nice. And CBD oil, in my mind, I think I equated it to drugs and all of that, but I have quickly learned that it is so not that, and that it has so many good things in it that can really, really help people and pets, this one specifically for pets, that are going through things like inflammation and joint pain and stress and anxiety and all of those things. So this one does have that ashwagandha. It has turmeric, which I know is so good on so many levels. So it's has a number of ingredients that are just, stellar, top of the line ingredients. In addition to those, it has, I think it's called krill oil, which is in there specifically because it helps speed up absorption so it can work faster and better. So I loved that too, because I really am hoping that this can make a big difference for my dog Coco. But on a much lighter note, I just have to say, they have just absolutely nailed it with the social media on this. If you have not seen any of their videos, take the time to go to TikTok, or it's on Instagram, it's everywhere. These videos are hysterical. They're so fun to watch, and they're just every one of them's viral because they're just this dog is a total what do they call macro influencer, a dog. So they have just hit it out of the park. I'm a big fan of this company, King Canine in general. We've done a couple of their other products, so I already love them. And when I didn't know that they had this. When I saw it, I just feel so blessed that you guys sent this to me. Thank you so much. It's going to very good use because Coco is getting started right now, and I will absolutely report back to you on the results because I know it's going to be great.
Yeah, I love that. I was going to bring in, yeah, it's Tucker's Gold, but it's actually brought to you by King Canine. They had a really cool product you and I did on Grommet Live a few weeks ago or a few months ago. It's a grooming tool, and this one is also one of our top sellers in the pet category. Nearly 600 upvotes. It's one of the best sellers in that category. This is one of the greatest grooming tools that we have had here. And we've had a bunch of grooming tools. These guys make very, very quality products. They're from right down south of me. They're in Florida, down South Florida. I'm in Orlando. So another Florida company. The CBD is actually manufactured here in the United States, which we love. It has been tested, like all kinds of studies, like all kinds of good stuff that they do to this stuff. And that's a huge discount, right? $20 on a product like this is a very, very big discount that, I think you're going to really like this. You're going to try it. And it's really cool. Also, I read somewhere that it's not just dogs, it can also be used on cats as well. So for all those cats with anxiety and stress levels and all of that great stuff, you can use it there as well. But great guys. Love the team over at King Canine. They've been amazing partners here. Multiple products here on the Grommet, and we are so blessed to have them and have them helping your pets to live happy, healthy lives. So hit that QR code, check this one out, and definitely report back to us. And yeah, as Marcy said, go watch those videos on social media. The problem with all those videos on social media is that you're going to watch them all night tonight now, and you're not going to go to sleep because you're like, oh, cute dog. Oh, cute dog. Oh, like it's just going to go on and on and on. So
Sherry's already watching them and loving them. I just saw that. They're great.
And King K9 actually just chimed in and said all mammals actually, which is great to know. Yeah. So and I'm guessing that can include like horses and like just different things there. So awesome stuff, guys. Really appreciate you being a part of the show. Appreciate you being a part of Grommet. And unless something crazy happens in the next 2 hours, looks like you're going to win product of the week, and maybe we'll have you on the show next week talking all about the product. So
I don't know. Lindsay's gaining on them. They better look out.
Love that. Thanks, John and crew. All right, that brings us to the halfway point of the show. A little more than halfway. We've got 2 products left, including a live maker on today's show, which means that it's giveaway time. And Marcy has put up the sign right here. Hit that QR code if you're just joining us to enter the giveaway. There are 2 ways to enter. One is the QR code that's over there. And the second is to jump in the chat. You guys have been amazing blowing up the chat tonight. Just say the word giveaway, and makers, you can enter, right? So make sure you guys enter too, right? Say the word giveaway, or let us know which of the products that you would love to go home with. It makes the makers super happy. We've done preferences, we've done grooves, and we have done the King Canine Tucker's Gold CBD. So let us know which one you want to win tonight. You want to do the honors? You want me to do the honors? Who's going first here?
I'll do the honors tonight.
All right. So take it away.
Well, I think you might know what I'm going to give away. Well, I mean, actually, all 3 of these I've been like going crazy over, but I have a very special place in my heart for this bad boy right here, not only because Lindsay is part of the Women Inventors Club, but because I do love games so much, and because I do think she nailed it with this game. And so I just want more and more people to hear about it and to try it and to love it and to share the news with other people. So we are giving away preferences, and the winner of preferences is Leslie Miller. Leslie, I do not know. I know Leslie has been in the chat the past few shows, but I don't know if she's in there tonight. So
right. She's gonna love that. She's like she was on Grommet Live last week with us, and I think she's going to get all her friends together and they are going to have a hoot of a good time doing that. So I think that is amazing that she's going home with preferences. So, but if your name is was not called, you still have another shot. We're going to give away my favorite products at the end of the show today. So hit that QR code and you will have another shot to get it. Could be Rita, it could be Lindsay, it could be Nicole, it could be Sherry, it could be Tanya, anybody who is in the chat here tonight. We're going to give away a second product. But let's go ahead and let's get one more in, and then we're going to bring in our special guest to end the show tonight. This is their second product that they have launched on Grommet. They are also doing really, really well this week. They have 221 upvotes and counting. It's because everyone in my wife's friend group has just become a plant mom in the last like 2 years. It has taken over. It is a craze, and we all need better ways to grow our plants, to keep our plants alive, to make sure that the roots catch and these plants survive. Right? I think that's the number one thing. This is the Plant Warrior pot from our good friends. And man, this thing is so cool. Mine got stuck in transit, so you have yours. Mine should be here probably tomorrow. But we've had these guys on before with what you just showed, just the interior of the product, which was super cool. That was just the Plant Warrior and the Root Warrior. Now we have the pot to go along with it. And Marcy, this seems like a steal for $16. So tell us all about this and what you've gotten to experience so far.
Well, I'm so happy, Tanya, that you are here inside the chat, because I'm very big fan of yours and your products, because you guys make me look so good and you make my thumb look so green when it is so not. If you are not familiar with Root Warrior, Plant Warrior, I'm so glad you're here watching, because this is a gift to anybody that loves to garden as much as I do, but who may not be so talented at gardening like me. I mean, that I'm not talented. And I discovered that I wasn't so talented during the pandemic, because as so many of us did, we started planting vegetable gardens and herb gardens and all of that with all the time on our hands being stuck at home. And I loved it. I had so much fun, but I was very depressed about how bad I was at gardening, and I didn't know what it was. And when I discovered Root Warrior and met Tanya, I learned so much. And what I learned is that there are two things that really keep our plants from thriving. And one of them is overwatering. And then the other one is the fact that our soil can get so compacted that there's not enough air in that soil. So what Plant Warrior does in this pot, which is new, it's a new version of it. What it basically does is it makes planting and growing healthy plants foolproof. So every little detail of this pot that you're seeing right here, and it's kind of hard because we're reaching in here, but every detail is there for a reason. There is a slant to this guy right here. This is the aeration chamber. It's slanted at 15 degrees so that the perfect amount of air gets to the base of that soil. So it doesn't allow for the soil to get too compacted where air can't get in. And there's a reservoir built in there too, so that when you water your plants, the water is being sucked down by the reservoir to the roots, and then any excess water gets pulled away at the base. So it creates this perfect balance of the air and the water. So you almost can't mess your plants up. And I was so excited that Tanya came out with this one, because I mean, I love the one she did before, but that's one that you put inside of, whether it's in ground or a raised bed or in pots. This one is kind of sort of a turnkey. It's like the pot itself. This is all you need to have that perfect plant. And whether it's, it could be vegetables or herbs or roses, or it could be anything. It serves that same purpose of making gardening foolproof and allowing you to grow very healthy, vibrant plants every time. And so to Greg's point about that price, is it just a steal? Absolutely, because I cannot tell you how much money these save me, her products, because I was throwing away plants left and right. I was buying more and more soil thinking I was doing all of that wrong. This, because it makes it so easy, is saving me so much money. So I am such a fan of this. I'm curious if anybody in the chat has used her products before. They are just phenomenal. And this is something that everybody needs to know about. Anyone that likes to garden, to be able to have such a turnkey solution with this one or the other ones that she also has on Grommet. They come in 3 different sizes, and you could just plant them right into the ground or into the pots or anything, and just have that peace of mind that your plants are actually going to look good and they're going to thrive. So Tanya, keep doing what you're doing. I love it. As you know, I'm such a fan. And this is a product that, it's such a low price point, really, that it makes such a great gift for anyone that likes to garden. I don't know, they might be insulted that you think they need something like this to be a good gardener, but it's awesome. I just love it.
I love it. Again, yeah, I think it's a great gift for yourself, for that plant person in your life. Yeah, it's just at that price point. That is just crazy. I do have to tell everyone there is a low stock quantity on this. It's been selling really well. So make sure you guys do order soon. And so that isn't just a marketing ploy. As I pull it up here, you guys can see right on Grommet now, we have this really cool new feature that says low stock, order soon. This is as soon as a product goes under 25 available pieces. So make sure that you guys grab one as soon as you can. Really hot item, and this is such a cool product. So yeah, we love having you a part of Grommet. I think this is going to be a very big Q4 for you. Lots of great presents, and we're just so happy that you're here. I hope a lot of people hit that QR code and check out your product tonight.
And I just saw your pot is in Boise, Idaho. There you go.
It happens. It happens. I love it. All right. Thanks so much for being here as usual, Tanya. We appreciate it. She says they're going like wildfire. They really are. And so I'm happy for you. Like, that's a good thing. But obviously we want to have them in stock so we can keep selling them. So, just kudos to you and what you are doing over there. So that brings us to the final product of the night and our very special guest. So Marcy and I have been talking about just really cool things that we want to do to continue to shine the spotlight on makers and their story and how they've gone from idea to product to now winning the product of the week, which is a really, really cool title. So as Marcy said at the beginning of the show, every week we launch somewhere between 15 and 25 new products every single Thursday. And one of them stands out amongst all the others and wins product of the week. And so you had this brilliant idea and you said, hey, let's bring him on and let's talk to him. So why don't you go ahead and introduce our guest today? I'm going to make sure that he's ready backstage, and I'm going to go ahead and start bringing him on. But if you want to kind of introduce him and maybe what we want to talk about here today.
Yes. So he is coming to us, guys, all the way from Panama right now. So I'm so happy that he was able to join us. And his product, many of you know, I'm curious if you guys know who won product of the week last week. So chime in the chat and let us know if you happen to know. But Greg is holding it up right there, and I'm holding it up outside of the box right here. Are you wondering what it is? It is none other than Bum Bum Bidet. Yes. This is a portable bidet. And I was so excited that they won because I just couldn't wait to hear Greg talk about it.
You have to wait for me to talk to my kids about it, because I was like, hey, what they always ask me, like, what products are you doing tonight? And I'm like, oh, tonight we have this device that squirts water at your booty. And like, for boys who are 5, 9, and 11, that's the greatest thing you could ever talk about, like, of all time. I'm their hero today, and they all want to try it. They're all so excited. I was like, all right, tomorrow morning we can break this thing out. We can have a family bidet session.
Well, and I have to say, one of my kids, who's not such a kid anymore, she's the one in college, Courtney, for some weird reason, she's always been obsessed with the real bidets. She would see them in fancy hotels, and like her dream was to have a bidet. Well, I bought her one for her birthday a couple of years ago, that one of those little portable ones that you hook up to your toilet. And we might have used it one time because it was such bad quality. It just squirted everywhere. It just didn't work right. But still, in her mind, bidets are all that. Yeah. So I cannot wait to send her one of these at college. It's not quite what she envisioned, but it does the same thing, which is so cool. And
Oh.
clearly you guys all think it's so cool too, because this is product of the week. This one, I mean, how many had like 600 or something?
Oh man, they crushed
Yeah.
it last week. Yeah, they've been doing amazing. 565 upvotes, product of the week winner. They just came out of the gates and did amazing. And so, Sala, if you are there, we want to stop talking about your product and we want you to talk about your product. So, if you could turn your camera on, we will get you on to the show. What is happening?
Hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for having me.
Man, I'm excited to have you here. I know Marcy is as well. Look at you. You got all the fancy colors
I
in
got all
front of
three
you.
colors and I got my original invention, the prototype.
Oh, so cool.
This is the
I
actual
love that you
prototype
got that.
right here.
That's
so
something.
cool.
I mean, most prototypes aren't usually such a match. I mean, it looks like you did pretty good out of the gate with that one.
Oh man, it's been a story. It's been a journey too.
Well,
When
let's start there. I mean, I'd love to hear like what was the idea? Was it a problem in your own life, or that you
Yeah.
wanted to solve? Was it a market that you saw? Like, give us a little bit of the origin story of how you came up with the product.
Sure. So I've been an airline pilot for the past 9 years. The last 2 years, I upgraded to a captain when I was 27 years old. This idea came to mind when I actually stepped foot in aviation. I was in and out of different cities, airports, but there was this particular one time where I really needed to use the bathroom and I was at the airport. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hold it until I get to the hotel so I can be extra clean. So after I finish, I can just jump in the shower. And so the idea kind of came back and forth to my mind. But what really ignited the idea was when I was furloughed back in 2020. I lost my job and I was working two jobs to make ends meet. And one day coming home, I was on TikTok and I saw people fighting over toilet paper and it was just chaos. And I said, you know what? There has to be a solution. And me being Middle Eastern, I grew up with a stationary handheld hose bidet. So I did my little research and everything like that, and there wasn't anything like this on the market. So I did my design, contacted multiple engineers, tried to bring my idea to life.
well, let's see here. How do I get back in? Okay. That's so interesting that you said that about fighting over toilet paper, because I remember vividly when during the pandemic that happened, where I remember being at a restaurant and hearing that there's no toilet paper anywhere, you can't buy it. And I thought, do I go steal some out of the bathroom for my family?
Yeah.
Like, I remember that panic. And so that part never dawned on me about how, yes, that, I mean, does this really replace it? Like, is this all you need when you go to the bathroom? Or do you need?
So it is recommended just to kind of like pat dry.
Okay.
That's it. Just
Yep.
because if you're a little bit wet and stuff like that. Well, think about this, right? You're walking and you just stepped in dog poop. Would you use dry toilet paper to clean it, or will you use water?
Very good point.
Yeah.
No, and you know what? There's so many different uses that I think about. I think about women who have just given birth, and that there can be some pain down there, and
Exactly.
all that can be very difficult, as I know. But I also think about the elderly, where that can get more and more difficult to be really clean and hygienic. And
Exactly.
this is sort of an aid for that, I would imagine.
Right.
So many, and then I think of like outdoor adventure, like camping and things
Hiking,
like that.
camping,
Hiking, yes, better than using
traveling.
leaves, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, and
Exactly.
someone was actually asking in the chat, which I thought was a great question, about traveling with it. Are you able to bring this? Can you take it through TSA?
Absolutely. As a crew member, I take it with me all the time.
And so it's because how much water does this hold?
130 milliliter.
Okay, so do you know what that is in ounces?
Like about this much, 130.
Yeah, I think it's less than 4 ounces.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd be curious about that. But this is how easy it is, guys. I mean, it's very lightweight. All you do is pour water in here. You charge it right here. It comes with a USB cord.
Yeah.
USB-C, I think it was, right?
Yep.
Yeah, my nails are getting in the way, but it's hidden back here where you charge it right there. And then to turn it on, I do have water in here, so I'm going to bring a little cup over.
Oh, absolutely.
And let's see. So you press it for, I think, 3 seconds.
Yeah. So turning it on, hold it for
Yeah.
3 seconds, and the light comes on,
Okay.
and then you position it downwards like this.
Like, oh, there it goes. I can,
Yeah.
there it is. Can I see that? How
Exactly. And
amazing
then
is that? I feel
and
like I could maybe water pick my teeth with it too.
it looks like a flosser too.
Oh my God, I love that.
This is so cool.
Nice live demo. I'd love to know, like, I'm sure you've gotten just some cool stories, different reviews, people that are using this. Like, what are some of your favorite stories you've heard from shoppers, different situations? Like, just I can't imagine the different types of conversations you've had about this.
Yeah. So actually, somebody was telling me, like, how do I use it for, the front? And then I was like, okay, so I just kind of made a personal video of, filling it up, everything like that, and just positioning it downward and just kind of just showing her how to use it. But for the front part. Yeah.
For the feminine part,
Yes.
the front part.
And then I was like, okay, just don't point it too close and not too far. I recommend just practicing a little bit. So like that.
I'm sure. Well, and you know what? I love your website. I think you've done such a cool job. It's because it's the perfect balance of educating you on what you need to know about bidets and why they're important and the benefits of it and the health benefits of it and all of that. But then at the same time, it's kitschy and fun and funny. And so it's that you struck the perfect balance with it. And so,
Thank you.
it's not a surprise at all that you guys are just doing so well.
Thank you
And
so much.
yeah. And the more I think about it, the more I've had time, once it showed up and I put my mind to, I'm just thinking of so many more really important uses for it and so many more people who could really benefit from having it and so many more times in your life when you could really use this. So
Exactly.
there's someone in the chat saying that he's tried it and it is worth every penny. So that is a great testimonial for you right there.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So when did you launch it? How long has it been on the market?
3 months.
Oh, you just launched.
We
This is
just
only
launched.
3 months old. Holy
Oh
moly!
my gosh, you're doing amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, the
So
way
I had,
your website is, you would think that you've been 10 years.
yeah. Thank you so much. I
Yeah.
had the idea, like I said, back in 2020, and literally launched 3 months ago. It's been a journey,
How exciting. That is so cool.
and you just
And
gotta have fun with it.
was the launch on Grommet fun?
It was amazing. It was perfect.
Oh, that's so cool. Greg
I
is
love
so, I mean, just all the support and the kind of hand holding that they give, I know means a lot to
Yeah.
when you're just launching a product. It is so, so helpful. This would be a
Thank
great product to get for my elderly mother. Yep. Could not agree more. I'm
Yep,
thinking
love that,
mine.
Rita.
Absolutely.
I'd love to hear, like, so you had the prototype with you earlier. You had the idea in 2020. I love just hearing like these invention stories. Were there a ton of hangups? Were there issues? Was it timing? Was it like 2020? Right, that's when everybody decided to be an e-commerce entrepreneur. Right, when the world shut
Exactly.
down. And then just walk us through that journey. Maybe some of the obstacles or just things like you were a pilot, like you weren't an entrepreneur. You've never made a product before. And so. I just love hearing kind of that story and how you're able to overcome all of these things to bring the product to market.
Sure. So I would say my biggest obstacle was actually bringing this product to life. After I was furloughed from the pandemic, I had dumped my entire life savings into getting the prototype. And the first manufacturer I went to, it wasn't really the best prototype that I saw, or it didn't even work. And I said to myself, oh my God, I just dumped my entire life savings into this. What am I going to do? I got to figure out another alternate. And that's what I did. I found another manufacturer. I worked nonstop 24/7 just so I can get this idea. And it literally all started out with a drawing. So I really wanted to have like another bidet that had so much functions and things like that. And the engineer actually told me it's going to be big, bulky, and it's going to have like a cord running down. And not everybody has the power outlet in their bathroom. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep it plain and simple and user friendly.
Yeah. And not only did you do that, but one of the things I love so much about it is I think you nailed the price point. Like, I do think that is a price point that, you know, if it had gone too high, that would have been a major obstacle. And I think that price point is so achieve. I mean, I'm amazed that you were able to get to that price point for this
Absolutely.
item, because the quality is really good. And I mean, I wasn't even charging it that long, and I could see the power of it right away. And
Right.
I think it's very giftable at that price point too. So
I
I'm
wanted
super
to make
excited for you.
Yeah, so I actually wanted to make it affordable for everyone. I didn't want to make it something like very expensive and people can't afford it and things like that. I mean, this is a product, like I said, for everyone.
Yeah.
That is so cool. So we have the Bum Bum Bidet. Again, this one, it's only 3 months old. That's crazy. You can get it on Grommet, hit that QR code. What are you looking forward to? Again, 3 months in, you're going into holiday shopping season, right? Q4, which is like, it's our Super Bowl, right? It's the big time of year.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, just tell, you know, everybody, it's a great chance to talk about, you know, what else are you excited about? We have the different colors. Is a second product in the works? Like, just give us a little bit, paint the picture of the future of what you're looking forward to.
So we actually are getting more colors. Right now, we only have the gray color option available right now. My pink and my blue are actually sold out. And we are also making some changes to our Bum Bum Bidet. So stay tuned for Bum Bum Bidet 2.0.
Awesome. I'm so curious, which one was your best seller color-wise?
The pink one.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The pink one.
Yeah.
It was a hot seller.
I'm actually glad that I love the gray.
This
is
too.
what I would have chosen. I really like
it's
it.
like it's especially like for the bathroom or for travel accessories, stuff like that. It's just like,
Exactly.
I don't know. Again, I think it's perfect, but makes perfect sense. Like, color isn't, you know, it's kind of an easy option, you know, to now add multiple options on the site. I also love, and I got to talk to you about it to make sure that I want to offer it too, is like, you have some really cool bundles on the site to buy multiples, which I think is great, right? Like, you need one in every bathroom, right? And you want to have one to travel with. So this is one of those items you probably don't want to just buy one. You know, even 3 of them, it's still at $100 for 3 of them, which is, you know, insane with the Grommet discount. So again, you made it really affordable to have one in 2, 3, 4 places in the house.
I have a question about that, actually. This might be a weird question, but so when you talk about having them in other bathrooms, I'm thinking of this as like a personal bidet, or is this something that you like have and everybody uses the same one, or everybody has their own? What do you think?
I think it's kind of like a personal choice. I think everybody should have their own bidet, just so you know, because not everybody's perfect at aiming, you know.
So
you
maybe
never know.
You could have like a little way to personalize it, so we know whose is whose.
Exactly.
Just in case, I could see all Greg's boys.
Or maybe do like a little customization with their name.
Exactly. A little personalization upgrade there. Well, I love that. I am so glad that you were here, shared your story with us tonight. Congrats again, product of the week winner. I know that from the Grommet side, we're going to be pushing this thing all Q4 long. Huge gift. It's going to be great in the home category. It's almost in the stocking stuffer category at that price point, which is amazing. Anything that we didn't talk about tonight that, you know, you want Grommet shoppers to know about, you want us to know about, you know, about the product, how it works, just anything cool, like, just the floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, sure. I can give you a quick little demonstration on how it works.
Would love that.
I'll show you right here. All right, so let me go ahead and turn this off. All right, so fill this up with water. put the canister back in, and to turn on, hold this for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, lights on. Position this downward, press this one time, ready, aim, and fire in the hole. That's it. Press it one time to stop. And then to fully turn off the device, just hold this for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, lights out. Bring this down to charge. And it's a 2-hour full charge for 200 times.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. And then pack her up and she's ready to go.
That was an awesome demo. I love that. We got Marcy's demo. We got your demo. What a cool product. You made that look effortless, which is what we want, right? Like, we don't want an extra chore, while we're in the bathroom. So, man, Salah, thank you so much for being here, doing that demo. Preference says, this is amazing. I love this guy. I'm going to buy this, that's what we want to hear, right?
Thank you.
One of the cool parts about bringing the makers on and having them share their story. And man, congratulations to you and the perseverance of, spending 3-4 years getting this thing to market and now having it be such a success. I'm just so excited for you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much. I'm going to kick you off the screen tonight. James from the Grommet team says, Salah, let's go. So hopefully someone that reached out to you and made you get on the Grommet. And thank you so much for being here tonight. So that is going to bring us to the end. Wow, that was just cool, by the way. I love that. How cool is he? And
so cool. I love having product of the week on. That's so fun to highlight that and, so everyone can see. Yeah.
What a way to end the show. The other thing that I've loved about tonight, I don't know what it is about the group that we have tonight, but we've had more people hit that QR code tonight than I've seen. And it has been lighting up for every single product tonight. I love that. You guys have been great participants, but we have one more product to give away. And so go into the chat real quick and let me know which product that you want to win. It could be any of the 5 that we talked about here tonight. From the Groove True Wireless Earbuds, we have Preferences the Game, Tucker's Gold CBD Oil, Plant Warrior, and Bum Bum Bidets. Which one do you want to go home with? Please let us know in the chat. And you know what? You can't not hear Salah share his story. And I can't he started this 2020, the idea. And just like you, I had no idea this just launched 3 months ago.
No.
That's insane. How good. I think there's some room to upgrade some of the packaging and things like that. It's little things, but he nailed it out of the gate. And I'm getting a bunch of people in the chat saying they want to win the Bum Bum Bidet. So guess what?
I'm going to disagree a little bit about the packaging because I really was impressed with. I mean, I think I know what you're speaking to.
Yeah, I more meant use of space, right? I think that they could have education or QR code to use it or more of that. The actual box and the packaging is perfect. That part is great. I love how these kind of came out. The box comes out again, product quality, 100%.
Yeah.
But yeah,
just super giftable, I think, because of the box. So 100%. I want to that.
So people are saying a lot of people want the Grooves earbuds. Monica says all great products, but earbuds would be great to win. Bum Bum Bidet, Grooves or Bum Bum Bidet. Well, as I said, we're going Bum Bum Bidet tonight. Someone's going home with Salah's product. So I'm going to do the drum roll. Marcy, I think you have the name of the winner and who's going home with our final product of the evening.
And the winner of the Bum Bum Bidet is John Polig.
Nice.
Did we have a John? And I don't think we had a John in the chat tonight.
We had a couple Johns on, but no, not John Polig. So congrats, John. Thank you so much for being a part of the show, filling out that form, winning tonight. Congratulations. You just had another amazing show last night. So they can watch the replay, I think, on Grommet's YouTube, on your page, on Grommet's Facebook. Was that the beauty one again? It was at the.
It was a 2-part beauty. We did 2 parts, Getting Gorgeous with Grommet. So this was the second installment of that, and it was so fun. And the products are so awesome. And thank you, Greg, and your team for you guys are so good at hunting products, beauty products. Who knew? Beauty products.
Who knew that I could? It's not me. It's James who's on here. That he's good at finding these.
Keep it up.
Love it. Rita just asked really quick, how are the winners notified? She won last night, and I believe it's Jen from your team reaches out to everybody, get your information. So look out for an email from Jen from Marcy's team. She'll be reaching out to you. We'll get your address and you'll get your cool prize.
It was Rita's birthday last night, and she won the Some collagen infused.
No
sleep
way.
mask. She
Well,
did.
that is a heck of a birthday present right there.
I know,
So
I was
congrats,
so
Rita.
excited. Yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for being here. And we'll see you guys next Wednesday for another fun episode of Grommet Live. Marcy, thanks as always for rocking it tonight.
Absolutely. And you too. It was super